O high king sare u nigger, look at a mountain with caps of snow. Atashin daste chanare u nigger, look at her chinars with arms of fire. Dar baharan lal miri zad jasan. In spring her streams shed pearls around. Khizad az khakash yeke tufan ran. And a deluge of color springs from her dust. Lag kahaye abur dard ko ho daman. Pamba parran az kamane pamba zan. Clouds piled on summits and hills, like heaps of cotton flying from the card. Koh diryao ghurube aftab, man udara didam unja bi hijab. The mountain, the lake, the sunset. I see God unveiled before me.
Aanchar, a symbol of idealism, is not just a water body, but a focal point of Kashmir's heritage, culture, and, to take it a little further, even its history. As the famous Zunadab, the multi-storied palace, was constructed by the legendary 14th century king Badshah on the banks of Aanchar at Naushera. Of the mighty Zanskar range, the Aanchar has an aura that is unparalleled in beauty and elegance. In good old days, it used to be an artist's imagination, a painter's pride, a poet's poem, and a naturalist's desire for idyllic beauty. Aanchar, a shallow basin suburban lake with fluviatile origin, is situated 14 kilometers to the northwest of Srinagar city. It is a semi-urban lake with Srinagar city on one side and around 16 villages bordering on the other side. Aanchar is connected to the world-famous Dal Lake on its western side through a small inflow channel, Nale Amir Khan. The main source of water for the lake is the river Sindh, which gets its cool waters from the glaciers of Zanskar range. There are a number of freshwater springs around the periphery and in the basin of the lake itself. Being one of the attractions, Aanchar used to be the destination for national as well as international tourists who would cruise in the shikaras to the serene lotus fields to be entranced by the beauty surrounding the lake. Home to many indigenous as well as migratory birds, Aanchar was once a heaven for naturalists to observe the unique species like swallows, architect tern, grey herons, coots, geese, etc. in their natural habitat. It was a wonderful recreational spot during summers where the people used to chill out in the cool waters of the lake. Besides, as heart is to the body, so was Aanchar to its people. For the people living in Aanchar, fishing was an important source of livelihood. The lake was a rich bounty for water chestnut harvesters. Another major source of income for the people was the harvesting of Nulambo nucifera, a local delicacy called nadr in Kashmiri. Today, the story of Aanchar is no more the story of beauty and serenity. Instead, it is a tale of pathos and vulnerability. It has been ruined from all the four corners. There are encroachments, there are the floating gardens, siltation, sewage, and, to top it all, various effluents that are being poured into the lake day in and day out, leading to its continuous devastation. The cool waters, which used to be the playground for the ducks, have now turned into their graveyards. Due to short-sighted policies, lack of planning, and an equally callous attitude of people, this death noose is gradually tightening. But one question that we are yet to figure out is, why are we exterminating our very means of survival?
This used to be crystal clear water. We used to drink it. But today, we cannot even wash our hands with this water. Ducks are falling prey to these polluted waters. All this is because of the effluents drained from Sora Institute in the lake.
We catch infection by using this water. We can't use the water for any purpose. Even the birds and livestock die because of the contaminated water. We were wholly and solely dependent on the lake for our livelihood. We are helpless as there are no resources and there is a lot of poverty in the area. This disaster is because of the Sora Medical Institute.
We catch infection when we go for the harvesting of Nulambo nucifera. Same happens to our children who get skin rashes when they swim in these polluted waters.
Due to the contamination of water, a number of microbial organisms, bacteria, viruses, protozoans, some nematodes, they have come up, they have grown luxuriantly into the lake. Their population has increased. The lake is fully contaminated with microorganisms, and as such a number of diseases have come up which are affecting the flora fauna of the lake. The fish has been infected with human helminth parasites, with the skin fungal diseases. Then the flora is also infected, the vegetation is also infected with certain diseases. Even the humans are also being affected with certain diseases. They are suffering from, the humans are suffering from eyesores, skin diseases, enteric disorders, and then fevers, and a number of bronchitis problems. Many people have been suffering from bronchitis problems, some are suffering from cardiac problems. So all the types of diseases have come up due to the microbial contamination of the lake.
Besides the other factors that contribute to the decay of this once beautiful lake, Saura Medical Institute has played a major role for this catastrophe. It won't be out of place to mention that the untreated, highly infectious effluents from the Saura Institute, which are poured day in and day out into the lake, have been the last nail in the coffin of Aanchar. Encroachments have been the major reason for the shrinking of the lake area. The sewage and drainage from these encroached areas directly go into the lake, thus polluting the water. Organic matter dumped into the lake waters is yet another source of pollution, resulting in the shallowing of the lake and proving a constant threat to the existence of Aanchar. More so, the insecticides and pesticides drained in from the adjoining paddy fields play havoc with the flora and fauna of the lake.
This lake was beautiful and we were dependent on the lake for our livelihood. Even tourists used to take this water in bottles for drinking purpose, as it was so pure.
Aanchar's aşkı was hoşul sabdama aşazim gard ki banan nadir tiyoj banan sabzi tiyoj banan no mandiyan ban baki cheese tiyoj banan.
Because of the pollution, we have lost our means of livelihood.
Sabzi banan no nadri banan.
All these factors, when combined to form a futuristic picture of Aanchar, depict a horrific look of the lake. If things continue to remain the same, this is the Aanchar we will be presenting to our future generations.
fragments. It was dominating this plant, this tall growing fragment, Nargas. It was dominating the wetland at certain stage in early 60s, 70s. It is also declined, and in its place, Sparganium erectum or ramosum, which we call as Wapai in Kashmiri, is growing luxuriantly.
Pollution indicators, we have firstly we had this lamna some duckweeds. Among the plants we have Lamna salvinia, then we have this Myrophyllum verticillum, Hydrochoeris dubia, Sparganium erectum. These are some important pollution indicator species of plants. Then we have got algal blooms also growing. This is also an indication of pollution.
Certain species which were in abundance have altogether vanished. Certain fishes have vanished. Schizophrenics have Kashmiri gourd, that is also mentioned. Carp, that is flourishing like anything in the lake. And likewise, the fauna has altogether changed. Certain oligotrophic species, the pure water species, they have vanished. And certain new crops of certain new species, say leeches, they are best indicators of pollution, gross pollution. They have also come up, like this is a leech, they have come up. The leech has a sucker, they have also come up, and certain beetles also, Notiradi, which are mostly found in sediments, they have also come up, and certain insects like Tubifera and Chironometers, their populations also increase a lot, has increases constantly, and this is an indication that the lake is heavily polluted.
This lake was beautiful, and we were dependent on the lake for our livelihood. Even tourists used to take this water in bottles for drinking purpose, as it was so pure.
Aanchar was Hoshul Sabdaman, Ashazim Gardki Banan, Nadriti Banan, Sabji Banan Mandiamban, Baki cheese Banan.
Because of the pollution, we have lost our means of livelihood.
Sabji Banan, Noch Nadri Banan.
Garden क्या?
हाँ? गाड़ की गाय, अगर बोलो गाड़ की गाय, हमें गंदगी से.
The lake was a source of income by way of food, fodder, green manure, timber, and above all recreation for the people, tourism for the people. Now, since the lake is polluted, nobody likes to visit this lake, so tourism part is totally gone. Then, so far as the food and fodder is concerned, since the fish populations also declined, and the fish we are getting from the lake, that is not fit for consumption, human consumption. So they are deprived of this resource also, this type of income also. Then the fodder and food, Nilambium, Nadru, which we used to collect from the lake, the population of Nadru has also declined. So they are now totally left away. They are totally left without any this type of resource.